So Palm really thinks they can get this whole secondary phone thing. Is that really a need anymore? I think it's time for us to talk about this Palm phone and see exactly what they're up to. First things first, I actually really like the idea of this. I've always been about getting a smaller device to take with you. Ever since phones have been getting bigger and bigger and more expensive and just, as I speak into my $1,000 iPhone, I just want to say that I'm fully support the idea that Palm has. Just to recap, this Palm phone is essentially a tiny, relatively tiny, it's pretty tiny, a tiny phone that's meant to act as a supplementary device for when you're out and about and you don't want to take your big expensive phone with you, or you don't want to be bothered with the extra features. It runs a very bare bones version of Android 8, so it does run any app you really want it to, just on a tiny screen. And it basically uses an eSIM to share your number. It's kind of like how the Apple Watches do it with that, number share system. So that being said, you're supposed to take this with you if you want to leave your large flagship phone or whatever behind, or if you just kind of want to be away from the technology but still, need some connection to it. This is supposed to fill that gap, and I am totally for it. Since like I started to go into my rant now, phones have been getting so big and so unwieldy. Sometimes you just want to leave it behind and just go with something that you can just take with you if you want to be done with it, and just use the basics. If you need to check your Facebook or Twitter, and then take a picture or two just for, the sake of having something, and you don't have to worry about it. Apparently it's just like I said, just like the Apple Watch, so it's only $10 a month to have this number share on top of the cost of the phone, which I still haven't researched yet, so I should do a little more research, but I actually really think this is a cool idea. This is still preliminary, it hasn't really been tested yet too much, but I love the idea of having this small secondary device that keeps your number with you. It's almost like this generation's version of a pager, but just way more advanced and obviously capable of much more, probably more useful too. But what do you guys think? I want to keep this short because there's not much to ramble about, but I just had to say something. I'm a big fan of this little Palm phone. Also, Palm as a company is still around, which is awesome. They really kind of started smartphones, I guess. So thank you for coming back, and thank you guys for staying here. Comment down below if you're interested in this Palm phone. I'll try to leave a link in the description if editing Kyle will remember to do that. So you guys have a good night. Tell me what you think, and I'll be back soon.